Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I am going to be doing a Q&A video. I went ahead and I posted in my community that I wanted you guys to kind of get to know me a little bit better, and I told you guys to ask me a few questions in the community post section, and I got a few questions, so I'm going to be answering those for you today. I hope that you guys enjoy this video. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amy. I do videos on fragrance, beauty, self-care, body care, all of that good stuff. If you like all of that, then please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I upload a new video, which is usually Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. How are you guys doing? I am so happy to have you here with me today, and I appreciate all of the love and support that I get from all of you guys so much. With that said, let's go ahead and let's get started with this Q&A video. I'm going to read all of the questions. If for some reason I skip over someone's question, the only reason I'm going to be doing that is maybe because I already have a video planned on that subject and I don't want the video to be too long. But other than that, I will be going in order with the way that the questions were asked. So the first question was, what's your day job and what is your dream job? I am a stay-at-home mom. I have 3 daughters, and I have been staying at home for, I would say, about 6 years now. So I went from working all the time ever since I turned like 15. I have always worked. And when my second daughter, actually no, before my second daughter was born, when I moved in with my husband, I just stopped working and I stayed home with my oldest daughter, and then I got pregnant, and then I've just stayed home ever since then. And then now I am focusing on YouTube. So I am kind of considering that a job right now. It is taking so much of my time during the day. I have to like schedule myself and schedule the girls' routines around YouTube, and it's super fun because it keeps me busy and I love it so much. If I had to choose a dream job, it would probably be what I was doing when I had my oldest, which was a makeup artist. I really have a passion for that. I just don't do it because right now I am just very involved in my girl's life, and I don't have, people to watch them for me. I do have family here, but I don't like leaving my girls with people. I just prefer to take care of my daughters. And so yeah, if I had a dream job, it would probably be something to do in the beauty world, or I have another passion, or just something that I have always found to be so exciting and beautiful. I would love to be a nurse, and I would love to be in labor and delivery. I did get my associate's degree not too long ago in medical assistant, and I wanted to continue pursuing nursing. I just feel like at the moment right now, I cannot concentrate on that with my 3 girls. Maybe in the future, I don't know. If I was to do nursing, it would specifically be for labor and delivery or anything to do with pregnancy. I have always just absolutely loved anything to do with pregnancy, birth. I adore that. So the next question is, what was the first perfume you ever owned? The first perfume I ever owned was probably Britney Spears Fantasy, or Ocean Pacific, I think was the name. And I'll put a picture of it. I don't know if anyone knows what that perfume was, but it came in this little bottle that when you flipped it over, like it looked like the little baby bottles that we used to play with when we were kids. I used to love that fragrance. So it says, what was your favorite perfume in high school? Would probably be Britney Spears Fantasy and also JLo Glow. I wore that one a lot. I can't wear that one anymore for some reason. It's too soapy for me now, but I loved that fragrance in high school. And then, what was your wedding day perfume? My wedding day perfume is just, if I could go back, that would not be my wedding day perfume. But at that time, I didn't know about notes. I didn't, I just put on whatever smelled good, and I didn't have a traditional like wedding. I just went to the court with my husband and we got married in court. No one was there. It was just me and him. But I was wearing Gucci Guilty, And that to me sounds like such a raunchy, like just not a perfume that someone would wear on their wedding. But we have never had a wedding, like an actual ceremony or anything like that, so that's still something that we might do in the future. And for sure I will be picking a more appropriate scent for a wedding. But if anyone used Gucci Guilty, I mean, I don't mean anything. That was one of my favorite fragrances. It's just that I don't see it as a wedding fragrance, but that's what I had on the day that we got married. I'm pretty sure that's what I had on because that was my signature scent for a few years. And the next question is, how did you learn to smell fragrances and recognize the notes? I'm still trying to learn. The way that I learned how to pick up notes from fragrances, I would have to say it just took time. I know that I have always been into essential oils and candles and stuff like that. So I always used to read the notes of the candles, or if I was burning an essential oil, for example, I would always diffuse lemon or mint, or lavender was one that I diffused a lot in the home. So a lot of those separate notes I learned from essential oils. So that's a really good way to pick up on single notes. Candles helped me out a lot. And then just whenever I started buying a lot of fragrances and I would read the notes, if something stuck out to me that was the same in another fragrance, then I would start realizing that it was that note. For example, orange blossom is something that I didn't know what that smelled like, but when I smelled Girl of Now, orange blossom was very prominent in that fragrance. And then now when I smell other fragrances with orange blossom, I can pick it up right away. So I think with time, everything just kind of, you start realizing what's what. And yeah, I would say essential oils helps a whole lot as well. The next question is, if you weren't a mother and doing YouTube, what other careers or aspirations would you be doing or interested in? So I kind of answered that in the other question, but definitely something with makeup for sure. That was something I used to do, freelance makeup. I used to do weddings and quinceañeras and stuff like that, and it was just something that I had a lot of fun doing. And then maybe also nursing. Those two things are things that I really like. Next question is, what's the best part of your day and how do you relax? The best part of my day is when my husband gets home, because after being with the kids all day, cleaning, cooking, filming, editing, changing diapers, putting one to nap, feeding the other one, my day is just like nonstop. So when my husband walks through the door, it's like adult like communication, and I just love when he's home with me and I kind of relax a little bit. So that's probably my favorite part of the day. And then how do you relax? I relax by either working out, because that's just time that I take to myself, and believe it or not, it helps me relax. It helps me like relieve stress. And then when I really want to relax, I like to just take a really long shower, do like a really long shower routine, exfoliate my body, wash my hair, come out, put a face mask on, do like all of the things to just do like self-care on myself. That to me is so relaxing. And then I'll just sit in the living room and maybe watch a little bit of Netflix or watch YouTube while I have like a drink or something. That to me is like super relaxing. So that is my favorite way to relax. Next question is, do you ever have regrets about starting a YouTube channel? What do you love, dislike about it? God bless you. Oh, thank you so much. God bless you too. I don't have any regrets at all about starting YouTube. My regret is not starting it sooner, because I've always been so shy. I've been doing videos for a very long time, but they're more like me not talking or not really being in front of the camera, or just it took me a while to just love myself and just put myself out there, and I don't have any regrets because you guys have been truly amazing. My loves on YouTube is definitely my subscribers, the support that I get, getting to talk with people that have the same passions as me. I just feel like on YouTube I can relate to many people more than people in my actual life. So I really like that. And then what do I dislike about YouTube is this is a touchy question, but definitely how lately, no matter how nice you try to be or how pleasing you try to be, someone will always find a way to bring you down or to be like rude to you, or I don't like the way you do this, or why don't you do this more. And I feel like on YouTube, when you subscribe to a channel, it's because you like what the person is putting out there. When I subscribe to a channel, it's because I love the person. I would never ask that person, you should do this more, or you should do that more, or why do you do this? You know, if I love the person, I'm going to take the person as they are. I'm going to compliment them. And if there is something that I don't like, I usually just leave the video and that's it. You know, I don't have to express every single thing that I don't like. So that's probably the side of YouTube that I think bothers everyone. It's just super critical people or hurtful people who just don't think before leaving comments, and you're always going to run into that, so that's not really a big deal. My next question is, are there any perfumes that you swore you'd never wear and now you love them? Yes, I used to absolutely hate YSL's Black Opium, and I used to wonder, why do people like that fragrance so much? And I never understood it. I found it like too strong for me back then, and now it is a fragrance that I love so much. I could even wear that one to bed because I find it comforting. So it's crazy how our senses change. The next question, are there any fragrances that give you the big city vibe, and what would you wear in a weekend trip to the big city? That's a very creative question, and I've never been to New York. I would probably wear something like, I don't know why I'm thinking Armani C or like Armani C Passion. And the reason why is because when I think of like New York, I think of cold weather, and I miss cold weather for fragrances. So I would wear the fragrances that I can't wear here, which is like very strong and like confident fragrances. So C for me in the cold smells so beautiful. C Passion. Yeah, scents that make me feel confident would be what I would wear. Next question, I love your perfume videos and have also been eyeing the beautiful makeup looks. Can you also make makeup tutorials? Also, do you have a most favorite perfume and your favorite scent memory? Thank you so much for the compliment. Yes, I will be doing makeup videos. I have just been overthinking it way too much. I don't like the way that my makeup tutorial came out when I did the blue eye look, because I want like a nice background. So I'm going to start filming tutorials right here with this setup. I already ordered a little table that's gonna go in front of me, and it should be getting here this week. So once I get that, I think that I'm pretty set for makeup tutorials, and I will be doing those for you. It won't be what my channel will be mainly about, but I will be trying to do maybe one a week or one every 2 weeks, depending on how you guys enjoy them. But yes, makeup tutorials are coming, and I appreciate so much that you enjoy my makeup. That makes me super happy. And then it says, do you have a most favorite perfume? So you guys know, if you watch a lot of my other videos, that my favorite perfume at the moment is Girl of Now by Elisab. I am obsessed with that fragrance, and that is my favorite perfume. And then my favorite scent memory, the fragrance that I have like the most memories with, and I don't own it anymore because I kind of felt ready to like let it go, but lately I've kind of been wanting it back in my collection. When I don't want to get too like personal or anything like that, but I got married very young, got a divorce when my daughter was about 3, and that was back in about 2015ish. I don't remember the dates exactly. I don't have like the best memory, but I bought myself Gucci Guilty right when I started like my single life again, after being like in a relationship since I was like 16 years old. It was like dumb, too young. Yeah, so all of those years, and then finally I was single. I was wearing Gucci Guilty. I was having a good time. And then my husband right now, I've known him since I was like 13 years old. He was like my best friend. Our parents are best friends, and we ended up like somehow we ended up, you know, going on a date, and Gucci Guilty was with me through that whole process. I was wearing it as my signature scent whenever I would go out at night, and I wore it even up until I was pregnant with our first daughter together, which is my second daughter. So Gucci Guilty just has like very, very strong memories for me, and it's just a fragrance that I feel like I have kind of outgrown, but I kind of want to have it there. I don't know. Next question is, how has your taste in perfume changed since you first started your collection? My taste in perfume has changed quite a bit. I used to only be into kind of like fruity florals, and I never knew like or even thought about trying gourmand fragrances, which is my absolute favorite right now. Like warm, creamy gourmand scents. It's just, it does things to me. The only fragrance family that I have a very hard time with is florals, because I get headaches, and lately I don't even know if they might even be migraines, but I get very strong headaches if I wear strong perfumes. Like I could wear a strong perfume that's warm or gourmand and it could be strong, but a strong floral, it's a no for me. But definitely that's how my taste has changed. The next one is, what are your top 10 perfumes? I'll also be doing a video on that. She did ask, when did you start to love perfume? I started to love perfume ever since I was a little girl. My mom always had me smelling super good. She always had something to put on me. And then I would say in high school is when I got into it, like, you know, wanting to own different fragrances. Never had a collection the way that I do now, but I have pretty much always been into fragrance. Okay, next question is, what motivated you to start a YouTube channel? I am a very creative person. I always need to be doing something to express like my creative side. I love home decor, I love cooking, I love makeup. All of those things have like their creative side. So I started my YouTube. I've been watching YouTube ever since YouTube wasn't even a thing. If any of you guys know what I'm talking about, like for example, in the makeup world, I used to watch, I think her channel was Sparkage, something like that. Like those channels I used to watch. I was watching YouTube like 2008, no, before that, probably like 2005 or 2006. I was already watching YouTube. So I always had a passion for makeup, and I always wanted to start a channel. But again, because of insecurities, because of being shy, I didn't do it. Then when I got with my husband in 2015, I started doing makeup tutorials on this same channel. And I didn't talk in them. I just did like tutorials, and I would speed them up and put music. And then when I got pregnant with my second daughter and I gave birth to her, I decided I'll start a vlog so that I can start having memories and vlogging about my daughters. So then I started doing a vlog. And then finally I found the fragrance community, and I was just so in love with all of the videos, and I was watching them and I was buying fragrances. And then my mom sends me a ring light without even, I never asked her for a ring light. She just sent it to me, and she calls me and she's like, hey, by the way, I ordered a ring light for you. It's gonna be arriving, you know, so and so day. And then when I get the ring light, I just get this idea in my head, like, okay, well, why don't I just do like a fragrance video and see how it goes? That's literally, it just popped in my head, and that's it. Like ever since then I've been making videos. But I have always loved the process of editing, filming the video, creating content. I just really, really find it super fun. Next, what are your sun, moon, rising signs? I feel like you got Scorpio in one of your elements. This question kind of freaked me out because I have my birth chart. I looked it up, and this whole time, so I'm a Capricorn as my sign. Then my moon is Virgo, and then my Mercury is Sagittarius. So I thought that that was rising. I wasn't sure what rising meant. But then when I look at my sun and my ascendant sign, all of you guys that know about zodiac subject, let me know. My ascendant sign is Scorpio. What? Like this whole time I didn't even know. Is that rising? Because this is like super new to me. I did not know that I had any Scorpio in me, and the way that she picked out that vibe for me, that was pretty freaky and impressive, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, my sign is Capricorn, ascendant is Scorpio, and my moon is Virgo, which I do have a lot of Virgo tendencies. My husband is a Virgo as well, and he does think sometimes that it's like totally me, and we both have like OCD tendencies and super organized and stuff like that. So yeah, that was super fun. You guys let me know if ascending is the same thing as rising. I hope that I got that right. Okay, next question. Do you ever find yourself shopping for fragrances just so that you could make a YouTube video? Yes, I do. I don't do it too much, but definitely now that I have a YouTube channel, a lot of my purchases revolve around, you know, I want to talk about this, I want to review this for my subscribers. For example, the Versace Crystal Noir video, I didn't have to buy the EDP. I was perfectly happy with the EDT, but I wanted to give you guys that comparison, and I like doing it. I don't mind. Next question is, do you ever finish bottles of perfume? Yes, I do. I have finished a lot of bottles of perfume. I am going to be doing an empties video soon, and I think in that video I have 3 bottles of perfume that I finished up. The next question, if your collection reaches the point where you have more than you can use in years, will you stop purchasing to try to use them? I think that is the main reason why I'm always decluttering. I either gift to family, or right now I can't sell them because it's hard to ship them out from here, but selling them locally or gifting them. I try not to have too much, but yes, I do have a big collection, and I always try to keep it as much under control as I can. The next question, how many perfumes do you have? I did answer this one in the 25 questions tag. I have a little bit over 100 bottles of perfume. If you had to get rid of all of your perfumes except one, which one would you keep? If I really had to do that, that's a really sad question, but I would probably just get rid of, I would probably be keeping Elisab Girl of Now. And then the next question is, where were you born and where do you currently live? I was born here in Puerto Rico, and then when I was about 2.5 years old, my mom and my dad got a divorce, so I went with my mom to Chicago. So I have lived in quite a few places. I was raised in Chicago, so sometimes I wonder if maybe that's why people think that I have, or people will say that I have like an accent, and sometimes I don't even know what I'm saying, especially lately living here, because I was born here, then I was raised in Chicago, had a little bit of that north, vibes. Then at 10 years old, we moved to Miami. I lived in Miami since I was 10 years old all the way until I was about 20 something. And then after living in Miami, then I moved to North Carolina for 6 months with my husband because he's in the military. So we were in North Carolina. Then from North Carolina, we went back to Tampa. Lived in Tampa for about 4 years. And then from Tampa, we ended up back here in Puerto Rico. And the main language here is Spanish. So lately, I have been getting very tongue-tied. I go to places and I get like everything mixed up. And sometimes I'm trying to say something in Spanish and I don't know what to say. And yeah, it's a struggle, but I have lived in quite a few places. That is my Q&A. I had a lot of fun. I hope that you guys enjoy this video. Thank you so much for those of you that reached out and asked questions. It was a lot of fun. Maybe I'll do another one in the future. I do want you guys to get to know me a little bit better, so I am happy that I got to do this Q&A video. And that is going to be all. Comment down below anything that you would like to say, anything you would like to talk about. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I will see you guys in my next video.